Okay. Welcome, everyone, to the Board of Adjustment meeting for the city of Bettendorf for March 10th, 2022, and it is at 5 o'clock. So first item is roll call.
Gallagher,
Yes.
Springer.
Yep.
Tansey.
Here.
Tombergs.
Here.
Vermillion.
Yes.
So we have a full complement. All five of us are here. The Board of Adjustment is a five-member body that's appointed by the mayor. Our function is to review things properly before us, such as variances and special use permits. We normally get the information in advance and have an opportunity to take a look at the requests. And in most cases, we are in a position to be able to vote on the issue before us the same night that it is presented. With that, I guess we'll move into the next item, which is the board to review and approve minutes of our last meeting, believe it or not, which was September 9th, 2021. So you have those minutes in front of you, and if you can remember that far back, do I have any additions or changes to the minutes? If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
I'd make that motion.
Okay, and
Second.
a second. And so any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
And the motion carries and the minutes are approved. The next item is the board to review and approve the 2021 Board of Adjustment Annual Report. You have that in front of you. Interesting, special uses were up, but variances were down. It was kind of overall kind of a slow year, I guess, but and we're starting off kind of slow this year, so we'll see how things go. Mark or anybody, do you have any comments that you want to make?
Just that in total you had 15 cases. 22 is what you had the year before, so probably not totally that different. And we did note that the outdoor service areas, and probably due to COVID, with restaurants running to add patios, brought some cases to your workload that maybe in a normal non-pandemic year wouldn't have happened. So I quit predicting what's going to happen, so
Yeah.
we'll see what next year brings,
Right.
or this year brings, I guess.
Right. Okay. Any questions from the commission? No? Okay. Next item is election of officers. Does anybody want to make a motion to appoint a chairman?
Do we need to approve the annual report? Does that?
Oh, that's probably, do you want to approve a motion? Okay. How about a motion to approve the annual report? Thank you.
So moved.
And then in a second?
Yes.
Okay. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. It's approved. So now we jump into election of officers.
I vote that Bob remains president.
I was gonna second
Second.
that before you
Chair
even said it,
for-
yeah.
Chair the
Chair, I
board.
think
Yeah.
president's a little too high. Okay, and do we have an assistant chairman? Have we ever done?
It was me.
I think it was. Are you willing to serve?
Always been here, so it's been great.
Yeah. Are you willing to serve again?
I will.
Okay. So do I have a motion to appoint the two of us as chairman and assistant chairman?
I'll make that motion.
Okay.
Second.
Okay, any discussion? Anybody that wants this job, please don't feel that it's gonna hurt my feelings.
You've got the speech memorized
Yeah.
perfectly. So.
Okay, all right, well, with that,
Yeah.
all those in favor say aye.
Need a bigger flag. Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Okay, carries. The one item we have before us today is a public hearing on case 22-0-005, which is 5329 Coachman Road, which is an A2 area. It's a variance to reduce the required front yard setback from 40 feet to 32 feet to allow for the construction of a garage addition, and it's submitted by Leslie Olson.
Taylor?
Staff report? Yep, go ahead, Dale.
Thank you, Chair. As mentioned, this is our first case of the year. 2205, 22005, 5329 Coachman Road. This is a variance request to reduce the front yard setback from the 40 feet prescribed in ordinance to 32 feet. The applicant is requesting this to construct a garage addition on the south side of their current garage. It's be a 12 by 20 foot garage addition. This is a double frontage lot on Crow Creek Road and Coachman Road. There is this, the applicant requested a variance in 1996 and was approved by this board for a 6-foot high fence in their front yard along Crow Creek. It's case number 9683. Should be noted, this fence and has additional landscaping and shrubs, which can be viewed on the south side of their lot line. This property is located in the A2 Rural Residence District. The surrounding properties to the north and in the suburb north of Crow Creek Road are also located in the A2 district. To the south, these properties are located in the R1 single family district. It should be noted the applicant's structure is a legally non-conforming structure. The setback is 40 feet from Crow Creek and Coachman, and the structure is less than 40 feet, but more than 30 feet distance, so it's encroaching the front yard setback of Coachman Road. If this lot were R1, it'd be a conforming, or the structure would be conforming. The proposed, here's a site plan of the proposed addition, 12 by 20 feet, as I mentioned. This would align to the current garage, and it would be set back 32 feet from the lot line or the right-of-way line of Crow Creek Road. This is the current layout as sketched by the assessor's office, Scott County. Their current square footage for the garage is 440 feet. With the garage addition, that would add 220 square feet. So we're still only talking a 660 square foot garage. It's pretty small compared to many garages across the city. In fact, the ordinance allows a minimum of 1,000 square feet despite the size of the footprint of the building, and also has to meet setbacks and lot coverage. Here's an elevation drawing of what it would look like from the perspective of Coachman Road. I will note there is a chimney on that separates the garage from the rest of the structure, of the single-family structure. And this is a hindrance to the applicant has noted this is a hindrance for use of the garage. So the expansion is coming to the south, and you can see the chimney shown in the elevation drawing. As noted, there was a variance approved for a 6-foot tall fence in their front yard in 1996. Here's a picture of that fence and the current landscaping from the perspective, the sidewalk of Crow Creek Road. This, staff would contend this would conceal the proposed addition from Crow Creek, and all of this would remain as shown. So it'd be hard to see the difference. You would be able to see, as in the elevation drawing, this is what it would look like from Coachman. So a unique, this lot, as mentioned, is an A2 residential or rural residence district. These lots were platted in the 1960s and 1970s, and from staff's research, the reasoning for the A2 designation was the presence of septic and or well on the property. A2 and A1 are the only permissible residential zoning districts where septic and well can be located. Today, none of these lots or none of these houses have the presence of an active septic or well. They are all connected to city sewer and Iowa American Water. So, as mentioned, the applicant's structure is non-conforming. This is the same for 121 of 174 lots in the Century Heights and Surrey Heights subdivisions. So there's significant non-conformities occurring in the area. Staff notes that this is a problem when for appraisals, for mortgages, for many different things, And if this were to continue, each person would either need a variance or individually rezone, which is not ideal. In speaking with the city attorney and other staff, we believe in the future and at a good time, when we have time, there could be a upzoning of these properties from A2 to R1. They all conform into the R1, which is our most restrictive residential district. That's not agricultural. This would bring many, if not all of these lots and structures into conformance. And the applicant's requests would actually then be permitted by right, since they're requesting a 32-foot setback. The setback in the R1 district is 30 feet. So staff is recommending approval of this variance, noting that in the future, we plan to initiate a upzoning of this whole area, and this variance will then become moot unless it were to go back to A2 for some reason. So just to reflect, the staff recommends approving this 32-foot front yard setback in lieu of the required 40 in the A2 district. The hardship acknowledged for this approval, for approving this, is the current classification no longer reflects the characteristics or the use of the property, and it's hindering the use of a portion of the applicant's front yard. And we note that in the future, the city plans to fix this issue for the broader area, but to speed up, to allow the applicant to construct this in a sooner time, we recommend approving this variance. Are there any questions?
Any questions for staff? Taylor? I don't think so. Anyone wish to speak in favor of this application? If you do, go to the back and stand near the podium, because that's where we'd like to have you present your statement, if you have anything to say. Nope. Oh, you're welcome to talk, say something. It's your application, and I will admit we haven't had any discourse yet, but go ahead.
No, obviously, we would like to have the addition on the garage, and it will not only the benefit for us to have that extra garage, but it'll increase the value of our home too, so.
Okay. Anyone in the audience wish to speak opposed to this application? I don't hear a thundering herd. Okay, so that being the case, what's your pleasure?
I'll make the motion for case number 22-005 to approve the variance to reduce the front yard setback from 40 to 32 feet.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, how about a roll call vote? I guess we're supposed to.
Gallagher?
Yes.
Springer?
Yes.
Tansey?
Yes.
Schomburg?
Yes.
Vermillion?
Yes.
Okay, that it passes. So that's, thank you for coming, and you have your variance. Anything else? Mark, do you want to say anything about?
Just a
anything?
quick update that we do have an RFP that's been drafted. We'll be taking it to Planning and Zoning Commission next month for an update to the comprehensive plan. And I think, Mr. Chairman, we also talked with you about a zoning ordinance update, a small one before that comprehensive plan to address a bunch of things. One of them being some of the fence applications that often come through this board that probably don't need to honestly come through this board anymore. So just a couple quick operational updates for you.
Okay. Any questions from anybody? If not, I guess we stand adjourned. Thank you all for coming.